Okay, we have a good number of people on. I'm standing on this absolutely exquisite bridge. I'll show you the bridge in a minute. Hi. It's a little dark here, so I'm not going to be able to see all the comments. I'm able to see some of them. I want to focus on the Eiffel Tower. Now, before it was sparkling, I hope it does that again. It was like sparkle dust. I'm going to show you the bridge. It's all lit up, the bridge I'm standing on. Beautiful, beautiful bridge. And I'm going to turn back to the Eiffel Tower in a minute. Okay, hello from Turkey. Okay, so we're back looking at the Eiffel Tower. Here we go. I could bring it in closer if you like. There, I could get pretty close. I'm very close to it right now. I'm staying on the closest bridge I could get to. There perhaps is one other. I could try that one tomorrow night. Last night I was on another bridge, but I'm even closer tonight. Hello, Texas. And I will hold that as other people join. I don't think I need to explain where I am. I think you can tell. Yeah, I might could get closer. There's another bridge that I could walk over to. But this bridge is really exquisite, and so I wanted to stand on this bridge tonight. I'll show you, there's another bridge right over there. Okay, let me come back in though. But this bridge is so beautiful at night. I want to show you some of the bridge. Look at that. Okay, the scenery around here is just amazing. So I want to stand on this bridge tonight. Also, it's great for getting some of the boats in as we're looking at the Eiffel Tower and seeing the reflections of the boats in the water. So if somebody at some point in the scope could do some screen captures and send it to me on Twitter, I'd appreciate it. Yes, it's Grand Palace back in there. It's also all lit up. That's why I'm standing on this bridge tonight. If somebody could tweet me some screen captures from the scope, any of them, I'd appreciate it. My Twitter handle is the same as my Periscope one. There's another boat coming through. And this is a really good spot to stand, really, doing the scopes of the periscope, doing the periscopes of the Eiffel Tower lit up. Perhaps tomorrow night I'll try the next bridge, but I'm just loving looking at the bridge itself here. So I'm going to show you some of this again, show you the bridge when people are joining, and all the lights around here, and the statues on the bridge. You can also see behind me, I'm going to try to scope around. You almost can see the Ferris wheel. I don't know if you can quite, it might be too hard. But there's a Ferris wheel back in there in the gardens. There you can see it. Okay, I'm going to go back to the Eiffel Tower. That's the reason I'm here tonight, to share this with you. There's a small powerboat going through right there in the water, and the colors are really exquisite. Thank you, Ed Camp Global. Please, the people from Ed Camp Global encourage people to be using Periscope. It's a great way to explore the world. And yes, my Twitter account is the same as my name on Periscope, Judy Art. So if you swipe, you'll see my name on Periscope. You can swipe, depending upon what kind of device you're on. If you're on an iPad, swipe right. I believe if you're on Android, you have to swipe down. You'll see my name. It's a little hard to spell, but do look at it. It's Judyart, and I use the same name on Twitter. I use it on almost all my social media except for Instagram. I have been sending some of these pictures to Instagram. So, is it coming in clear? I could zoom out a bit. And it might be a little clearer. I'm also going to try to rest my elbows here on the bridge as a tripod almost. And you can, again, this bridge is really great for the scoping because I'm getting the lights off from the next bridge in the background. And here comes another boat through. You'll see it's lit up. And so it's just, and also you're starting to see a beam coming from the Eiffel Tower. Every once in a while it'll flash out. A little earlier, about 20 minutes ago, before I walked up to the bridge, the Eiffel Tower was actually sparkling. The lights were going on and off. Yeah, so I will be going on top of the Eiffel Tower. I'm here for a while, so I'm not in a rush to do it yet. I've been doing a lot of walking. So, hi Jamie. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to go up there, but obviously I'm going to be here long enough to get on up there. I'll probably do once at night and once during the day. So I'm trying to hold the camera as steady as possible to give you a good shot there. Some people want to get some screen captures. I am from New England, from Connecticut actually. I'm in France for a bit. Periscope is one of the reasons I came here. How am I able to travel so much? I just love traveling. I've been traveling since a very young age. I went to school in England, and ever since then I've been kind of a traveling person. I went to Greece one summer, backpacked it, slept on the beaches, and I just always loved traveling. I've been to over 50 countries, all but 2 states in the United States. There's so much to see in the world, and traveling helps you understand other cultures, other people. Here in Paris, there's people from all over the world. It's the most beautiful city in the world. It's also the most visited city in the world. The 2 states I didn't get to, I hope you're not from them, are Alabama and Arkansas. I do hope to get to them, though. Those are the only 2 states I'm missing. What do I like about France? I like everything about France. I've been all over France. It's my 6th time here. We are heading down after Paris to Provence. We particularly, even though this is a busy time in France now, we picked this time to come because we want to hit the lavenders in Provence, and they're going to be in season in July. We've been there before, and the area we're staying in Provence is very famous for the lavender fields. We're staying in the same town we stayed in once before, and the lavenders, you can see pictures of them, but it's not the same thing as being there and experience it. Of course, I'm going to try to scope from there, but one day, if you haven't ever been to Provence during lavender season, I really encourage you to get there. Well, I'm just really very fortunate to be here in Paris. It was very much a spur-of-the-moment trip. I wasn't sure I was coming, and I will say part of the reason I got here is because of Periscope. I was following Claire Waddington on Periscope, and she made some great arrangements for us to stay in the loft. We're overlooking the Seine on Ile-de-Cité. It's right around the corner from Notre Dame, so we can get there early in the morning before all the tourists arrive. And I did some scopes of the stained glass windows there. I will be doing also the stained glass windows at Sainte-Chapelle. They're the most beautiful stained glass windows in the world. And again, it's so close to where I'm staying, I should be able to get there very early. Tomorrow, though, I'm going to the Museum d'Orsay, so I'll probably, I'm not quite sure what day I'm going to go to Sainte-Chapelle, and I may go to a concert there in the evening. But tomorrow also I'm going to try to go up the tower of St. James Church. I understand it has the most beautiful views of all of Paris. So it might not be tomorrow, but I will be up there. So again, if you're following me on Periscope, you'll have a chance to see some of the places I'm going to. This is, I think, my first, I did one scope earlier this evening, if you want to check back for the replay. I did a scope from the loft where I'm staying, showing you the boats on the Seine, and I probably had about 20 boats in that scope. So if you look at the replays, you can catch it. I did that right from the window of where I'm staying. And it was just fantastic. I love where we're staying. It's a great place. So here comes another boat. This is a yacht de Paris, it is called. You can see there are people, I'll show you, coming up. It's a dinner party, and you can see them there. What a place to have a party. Okay, let me get back onto the Eiffel Tower. And there's also a lot of houseboats here. So there are people living on this boat down here. You can see they have their own garden out there. And so there's houseboats all along the Seine. I'm also going to try to show you right along the Seine here. I don't know if you can see all those people on the banks of the Seine. They're picnicking. And they're all over the Seine. Wherever we go, in this area where I am in Paris, there's just tons and tons of people picnicking. Every evening we've walked down here, we've seen them. So let me go back to the Eiffel Tower again. And again, you can see that beam of light. There are people up there now. It stays open, I think, till 11 o'clock at night. So, bonjour from UK. So I'm going to definitely be up at the Eiffel Tower one night, and then also during the day. And I'm here for a while, so there's no rush to get up there. And there's still people joining, so I'll keep the scope on. And again, for the people that are joining now, Oh yeah, Texas and Dallas. I'd love to. Maybe not in the summer though. But Ed Camp Global I could do online. I'll be back home by Ed Camp Global, so I'll obviously be following that. Hi from Denmark. Okay, I'm going to try to show you a little bit more of the bridge I'm on. And there's the palace back there. You can see how beautiful this bridge is. That's why I wanted to do the scope from this bridge tonight. There's some great statues up here on the top. I'm going to move around and show you some more. There might be a lamppost in front of this one. This is the one that I'm standing right near, right here. Right up there. And that's basically where I'm standing doing this scope. So let me go back to the Eiffel Tower one more time. You can see the sky isn't, it's pretty dark. It's looking a little lighter in the scope than it actually is. I am here for pleasure. It would be great to come and work here for a year. I'd have to practice my French. Could use a lot of practice. I'm a little rusty. It's been a good number of years since I really spoke French. I'm doing very well reading it, though, I have to say. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see some of the lights from that are reflecting off the water. I have used Google Translate, but I'm pretty good reading French, so I don't have to translate. I just have trouble speaking it. So I could read it almost fluently, so I really don't have a problem. I don't need to use Google Translate. Of course, if I want to write in French, I do have my keyboard. I have a French keyboard on and the English one, so sometimes I have to be very careful when I'm texting to make sure I change it back. You know, if I'm typing in English and I have the French on, it does some very strange things. So, yeah, I'm trying. My French writing is not obviously as good as my reading. I've been very good at French reading. I took a lot of French literature courses in college, poetry and novels and very contemporary literature classes. So I've been very good at reading it, and it comes back to me very easily. But speaking, you really. Hello, Andrew. Okay, je m'appelle Judy. A police car just went by. Yeah, the sirens every once in a while are a little crazy. We're staying across, if you saw my earlier scope from this evening over the Seine, you'll see I'm staying across from City Hall. So right across the river is the City Hall, which is a beautiful building. We're facing the side of it, and I walked around the front today, and it's just exquisite. I need to do a scope from there at some point. But just scoping out the window of the loft we're staying at is amazing. We're on Île de la Cité, the very small island. It's the oldest part of Paris. Okay, I'm going to end this scope now. I might do another one shortly, especially if the Eiffel Tower starts sparkling like it did earlier. I will try to. And again, anybody that could send me some screenshots on Twitter. And if you do, if you could use the hashtag Periscope, that would be appreciated as well. And if you're an educator, also use Periscope EDU in your hashtag. Yeah, I'll be back on. And again, follow me because I'm going to be in France for a few weeks, in Paris for quite a bit more, and then off to Provence. And I just got another carrier service to use for doing periscopes that I think is going to be a lot more stable here in France, especially when I get up into the Provence area. I should be able to get 4G there and 3G. Okay, so I'm going to end this scope now, and I'll probably try another one a little more shortly, maybe about 20 minutes. Or maybe even shorter. It depends on whether the Eiffel Tower starts sparkling again. And also, the Eiffel Tower, different nights is different colors, the lights. So tonight it's the same color as it was last night, but sometimes it's different colors in celebration of different countries or holidays. I will be here July 4th, so it should be interesting to see if the Eiffel Tower is red, white, and blue, and I'll try to do a scope that night. So that is a week from Saturday.